Hello, today we're doing a theater. I decided to do a small town theater in the world of Carbondale. I actually made this a small business venue, and it's actually a functional one. Because I have done, especially with the Cycle Co build, I did a few videos back. Um, it's functional, but not in the way that I wanted to, in the sense of having it being a bike repair shop. But here this theater is functional, so that's a plus. As always, there's a few changes that I've made off camera or off the that I didn't record. I think two major. I did end up furnishing the second floor because originally I didn't have it or just had it empty, but I thought it would be kind of a waste just to have the second floor and not have anything in it. So I decided just to do another a bigger theater room, bathrooms. Well, I had to actually use the second floor because there was no bathrooms, I realized, and I figured it would be like, I liked the way the floor plan was, so I didn't want to change it, so I ended up having to use the second floor, and which consists of the theater, the restrooms, and I did a little table where they have like guests or authors, who come and visit the town. Maybe they do some signings. I have that as well on the second floor. Pretty minimal, nothing too interesting, so you didn't miss much, but you're gonna see at the end of the video tour. So yeah, this video is obviously very short compared to my usual ones. I was trying to build so many other things before I landed on doing this theater, and it actually came along really quickly. I think the video footage, like, not sped up, is under an hour. So I built this under an hour, so that was obviously great. Probably my fastest build, to be honest, and it does help that this is a small lot. I realized I've been building on smaller lots lately. I think it's because of the mansion I built a few videos back. It just really was. I don't even know how big it was. I think it was a 40 by 30, so maybe not even that big. But I've been doing a lot of like 2015 size lots. So yeah. Also, one thing I did change was where in the first floor where the what is it? The movie poster is at. I ended up putting a window there and doing like where you can buy your tickets. So that changed, which is, again, not many changes made. But one thing I did change that you're gonna see later is the windows of this house. I originally I was going with these, but I didn't like the white. I feel like it was nice, but I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't vibe with it. And then I tried to use these from the, what is that, weather pack. I have no idea, but I like these because the color matched. I mean, it was closest matched to the door, but I felt it was a bit too bulky, so I just ended up using base game windows, and I'm happy with that. I like that as well. And yeah, I think as I built the home first, so it's a tiny home. I think it's a second tier, so 64 tile. I was gonna do 100 tile, just because I felt like the home was a little bit too small, but I decided to give myself a little challenge, and it was a challenge. Honestly, I couldn't. I was really trying to make space. I mean, the living room was just pretty simple, but you'll see later, just a couch, table, not coffee table, but a table for the TV on top, and that was it. I mean, I had no space, so yeah. And then here I'm doing a little concession stand. I was thinking, like, I know some people on the gallery, they have concession stands and they get creative and use tool mod and stuff to do it, and I was like, I could do that, but I just figured something easier would be obviously easier. But yeah. Oh, and here, the wall on the left across from this seat, I did stairs, so that's where you or access to the second floor. I also did on the stairs, the wall, I did some shelves with what is it, the candy buckets, and I kind of wanted to kind of resemble like when theaters have the special events, but when they have movies and they have a special what is it, popcorn bucket. So I wanted to do that, so I did the candy bucket, and yeah, that was a little something. And as you see, or you can barely see, but the rooms that I did for the theater rooms, I did no light inside, just because I feel that when the TV's on, I feel like that's enough light. I mean, that's more accurate to the theater. And especially because it is a small room, I felt that it didn't really need to be lit up, especially with the big screen. So all I did was put in a emergency exit sign, and that was it. The only source of light, really. Right now there's a sausage just because I can see what I'm building, but I took that away, and it's not that dark, so I feel like you can still see. And these seats that I have in the middle, actually, that's where I extended to do the ticket stand or concession where you buy your tickets. And yeah, so that changed. Like I said, here and there, little details I changed, but nothing too bad. One thing that was actually the hardest for me was decorating the home. It's because I couldn't imagine what kind of sim would live here or run this business. I feel like it would have to be someone who lives alone just because of the spacing. I did, well, 2 bedrooms, but one of them is a single bed. So I don't know if it could be like a kid lives there with them, or that's just a guest room. So, feel free to use your own imagination, but I really couldn't picture what kind of sim would own this kind of business, especially because it is a local small town. So I was thinking maybe like an older sim, and they used to go here when they're younger, and then maybe they bought it to save it from being taken down and turned into something else. But even though I feel like I didn't get much, so that was my like little storyline, but I couldn't get as much personality into the homes I wanted. But I feel like keeping it clean and simple is also nice, because I feel that I tend to clutter up homes, so this is definitely, I feel like, a nicer. I'm not too mad about it now that I think about it, but I'm liking it. Yeah, I really like the end result of this theater. First I was gonna stop building this, but I decided, like, I need to keep going and see what it's gonna look like in the end, because sometimes you gotta trust the process, and this was definitely a trusted process for me, just because I couldn't see the vision for a while. But yeah, I'm really glad it came out really nice. But yeah, there may not be a video Friday just because I don't have time. So for Outlook, not so good, but we'll see if I'll be able to do it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I said, this was a shorter video, but hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. And yeah, because all we have to do is furnish the art or home, yeah. And it was very quick, as you see, very bright colors, and I want to keep it bright and light just because I feel like that helps it not feel so small. But yeah, alright, thank you guys for watching. I will leave it here. Thanks for watching. Alright, take care. Bye.